Rickey Smiley Morning Show, the most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Pastor Frederick Douglass Haynes. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rickey Smiley and the Rickey Smiley Morning Show family. You know, I love you, Rickey. Praise God for you. I pray for you. And thank you for the wonderful way you get our day off to such a great start. Listen, the song today is what? The Presence of the Lord is Here by the one and only Byron Cage. I love this song because it lets me know no matter what I am dealing with, going through, on my days when I feel alone and abandoned, I can experience the presence of the Lord. That blesses me powerfully because there are those days, those dark and difficult days. There are those lonely nights that are pained with the nightmare of life going so wrong. But in the midst of it, you can experience the presence and the power of the Lord. It will literally transform the atmosphere that you find yourself experiencing, and you can testify the presence of the Lord is here. I feel it in the atmosphere. Listen, that lets you know God may not take you out of your painful situation, but God can get in the painful situation with you. And when God gets in the painful situation with you, God transforms the environment. God transforms the atmosphere. There's a story in the Bible, Ricky, we know it well, about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And the Bible says Nebuchadnezzar threw them in the fire. What did God do? God got in the fire with them, and in the process, I love it, the Bible says that they walked around in the fire free. Here in a real sense, they had been thrown in, tied up, but somehow when they got thrown in the fire and God got in the fire with them, they are walking around free in the fire. God did not take them out of the fire, but God gave them God's presence in the midst of the fire and then set them free. I believe in my imagination, using the fire that was used to destroy them. Instead, it was fire that was used to deliver them. It set them free so they can walk around in the fire. The presence of the Lord is here. Move throughout your day. On this day, just letting that song ring in your spirit. The presence of the Lord is here, meaning God is with me regardless of my situation, and God can transform my situation while I am in it. The presence of the Lord is here. I feel it in the atmosphere. Y'all go ahead, making an amazing day, knowing you are moving with the presence of the Lord.
There it is, Pastor Haynes, man, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church. Let's get into this music. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Yes, sir. Love you, Ricky. Have a great one.
Yes, sir. You too. Let's go.
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Oh, yes, sir, this morning. 14 minutes after the hour, y'all, front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. The front page is brought to you by Secret Whole Body. There are some secrets that are okay to tell when it comes to smelling good, and here's one for you. While giving 72 hours of freshness, Secret Whole Body deodorant will leave you smelling amazing. Now hurry and pass it on. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's what's happening in news. 3 Philadelphia area men, each of whom spent decades in prison, had their convictions vacated in court last Thursday due to recent evidence that their DNA had been absent from the scene of the murder of an elderly woman more than 25 years ago. Sam Grasty, Derek Chappelle, and Morton Johnson have consistently claimed their innocence in the 1997 murder of Henrietta Nickens. Now, despite the lack of DNA evidence, the men were sentenced to life in prison and had been incarcerated for approximately 25 years. Now, get this, Chappelle was 15 years old when he was arrested. Johnson was 18. Grasty was 21, according to their lawyers. All men are now in their 40s. In other news, President Joe Biden's re-election campaign is celebrating a court ruling that will add an abortion rights measure to the November ballot in Florida. We talked about this yesterday, giving voters a chance to undo the state's current restrictions on the procedure. Exit polling previously found that the issue on abortion access was a driving factor for some voters in key battleground states like Michigan in 2022. And the inclusion of the ballot initiative in Florida in November is seen by some Democrats and abortion rights advocates as helpful in driving voter turnout. Lastly, and another reminder, feels like deja vu, more than $1 billion, the fourth largest Powerball jackpot is up for grabs tonight to Wednesday after Monday's Powerball drawing yielded no grand prize winners. So if you want to try your luck, go ahead and get that ticket for the drawing tonight. I'm Maria Moore, and that's what's happening in news. For updates, more headlines, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
What's up there, Maria? I love it. Women's college hoops continues to break records. Iowa versus LSU game drew 12.3 million viewers, which is the most watched women's college basketball game in history. Let me put that in perspective for you. More than 4 of the 5 NBA Finals games last year. That's more than the clinching game of the last year's World Series when Texas Rangers clinched the World Series last year. So I love it, man. The women's game is in good hands. And speaking of that, sports analyst Jason Whitlock, who always has a strong opinion on certain topics. He ruffles a lot of feathers. A lot of people in the industry in sports broadcasting don't really respect the guy anymore. Well, anyways, he's doing it again. He pretty much said that Angel Reese, LSU star, is only famous because she taunted Caitlin Clark. So
famous because she won the national championship.
Come on, man. I was about to get ready to say, Rick, let me run down the things that some 2023 national champion, 2023 tournament most outstanding player, 2024 SEC player of the year, 2-time All-SEC, set the NCAA single-season double-double record, SEC single-season rebound record, LSU single-game rebound record. We can go on and on. Angel Reese has put her name on this. Come on, man. Jason Whitlock, sometimes not even worth repeating what he says, but doggone it, I think he does it for clickbait. That's my quick sports report right there. Brad, you got the hot spot coming up next.
Absolutely. Coming up next in the hot spot, Kanye West is being sued by a former Donda West Academy employee. Up next, it's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, 28 minutes after the hour, time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, one of Kanye West's former employees at Donda Academy School has sued Ye for discrimination, harassment, and a hostile work environment, among other allegations. Trevor Phillips claimed he began working for West's organization in the late 2022 and allegedly experienced an expansion of duties that he wasn't prepared for. He went on to claim that West allegedly spewed anti-Semitic rhetoric in front of the children in his academy. In one instance, he said the rapper allegedly told children he wanted to shave their heads and intended to build a jail in the school. Phillips allegedly threatened 2 students by saying they could be locked in cages under his proposed plan. Also, the former staffer said West allegedly berated and bullied black employees and glorified Hitler. Phillips claimed West fired him in 2023, and he cited distress and suffering during his employment and is seeking damages exceeding $35,000. Wow. Moving on, I know, right? Diddy's son, Christian Combs, is reportedly being named in a looming lawsuit accusing him of sexually assaulting and drugging a woman. An attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, said the lawsuit against Christian has yet to be officially filed, but is currently in the works. The identity of Combs' alleged victim has yet to be revealed. The claims made against Combs have been described as serious.
Man.
I know, right? He just posted his birthday party, or him still trying to enjoy himself in spite of everything that's going on. So,
You talking about puppy or the son?
it's the son. The son posted his party, and his cars. And
That's not good with everything having that's going on, with your dad, and now you got lawsuits coming also.
Yeah,
that's something.
Yeah, we was trying to look at it like maybe the things that's going on in the party are not the things that they're being accused of. So let's just show us having a good, clean party and having fun. So We're trying to think of everything in a positive light.
Well, you know what I thought, Brad?
What, Gary?
Remember yesterday I said, honey, he shouldn't have done that.
You did.
So he should just lay low and let his dead situation go through and then come back out.
I think they want to give the perception that, we good, nothing, this whole, thing isn't bothering us. That's why you see.
It's going to blow over.
Yeah, Diddy hanging out with Stevie J and them
But
still
that's not
trying to go on with their lives.
That ain't going to make people have no more sympathy towards
Right,
you.
it just
if you
depends
acting
on
like
how you look
care.
at it. Yeah, it depends on how the person looks at it.
They need to lay low, like you said.
So they should crawl under a rock, though, and hide like a turtle?
I would lay low until all this blow over or whatever.
Who knows how long this is going to take, though, so their
when you
lives.
go out and start having parties and stuff,
It's
just
his
make
birthday.
It look
What was she supposed to do?
Go back.
You'll be in prison longer. Sometimes
If
you
he's
just
not
have to
guilty
use
of
them.
nothing, though, why should he hide?
Ooh. Yeah.
I know
We
it's
just
a
gotta
lot.
pray.
We do got to pray.
The thing about it is how you operate and how you carry yourself, because if you end up in front of a jury, that's the thing about it. See, you out here in front of the jury pool and people that got to decide your fate, because they're going to call 12 jurors, and they on the internet, and they got phones and stuff, and they're watching your behavior. Everybody's watching you. And if you go before a jury, and they're going to remember all of that kind of stuff.
And then the people at the party that you're partying with might take advantage of you because they know you're in a sticky situation. So, if you out partying and there's some girls there, they might say, oh, well, you already in trouble. Let me try and get a check, too, if, he's innocent.
Ooh,
so it's probably best to lay low.
Brad look at it from a celebrity point of view. We look at it as poor people.
No, that's a lie. Don't you dare. Don't you dare with all them cars outside. Don't do that. Moving on, y'all. Lizzo has clarified that she is not quitting music despite her viral I quit statement on social media. In an Instagram video, she explained her statement was not about giving up or giving negative energy to get attention. She reassured fans that she had plans to continue making music and connecting with people. She also acknowledged that she is not alone in facing negative voices and expressed her desire to inspire others and stand up for themselves. Her original message, posted on March 30th, spoke about the challenges she faced, including being the target of lies and disrespectful comments. Lizzo's clarification comes amidst ongoing lawsuits where she has been accused of creating a hostile work environment by backup dancers. And last but not least, y'all, Killer Mike had a stellar 2023, and he is now ready to run it back with the concert series that will start on next month. On Tuesday, the Atlanta native announced his plan to take his catalog on the road this summer. He will kickstart the Down by Law tour on May 4th with a performance at the River Beats Fest in Memphis, following which he will perform in cities across the United States and Canada. In addition to solo shows, the 22-date trek also includes a number of festivals, appearances, and gatherings like Lollapalooza, Festival International de Jazz in Montreal, and Evolution Fest. So congratulations to Killer Mike. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, we got Rock T's HBC. You know who we repping today, Rock T?
Brigitte and Tat, let's go holler at Wiley College, man. You know what I'm
Let's do
saying?
Yeah.
HBC, you know, is coming up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Now you know.
And if you don't know, now you know.
HBC, you know.
I did. Rock teasy for sheezy pimpin'. It's time for another HBC, you know. We're going to always highlight and put a spotlight on our heroes and she-ros that attended or currently attend our historically black colleges and universities. That's right. We're going to head down to Marshall, Texas, home of Wiley College. That's right. Home of the purple and white Wildcats, established in 1879. Let's talk about one of y'all's former students, Miss Henrietta Bell Wells. Not only she's the first female member of the debate team at Wiley College, which was, by the way, the subject of the 2007 movie, The Great Debaters. That's right, straight out of Wiley College debate team, baby. She helped defeat some of the top HBCU debate teams out there. She also made history by participating in the first college debate between white and African-American students in 1930 when they debated students from the law school at the University of Michigan. Beast mode. She went on to become a social worker and teacher. She also served as the Dean of Women at Dillard University. Man, y'all already know I can go all day talking about this amazing shero, Miss Henrietta Bell Wells, another proud HBCU alum of Wiley College. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want me to highlight your favorite HBCU, hit me up on my social media platforms at Rock T Holla. Let's get it.
HBCU, know.
Listen, Rock T and I went to church with Brett to hear her play the drums for Easter. It was her first time back on the drums because Brett started out playing in the church. Brett, we are so proud of you. And I got tears in my eyes, and we played a clip on yesterday. Y'all's rendition. Is it rendition, Gary?
Yeah. Yes, rendition. Mm-hmm.
Rendition of "That's Love," Gary. Mm-hmm. Play the original clip of "That's Love." Remember this song, Gary, back in the day, the youth choir.
Yes.
Oh, that's unconditional love.
Yeah. Remember this?
Oh yeah.
The story you see 3 days. Oh.
Remember that, Gary?
Oh, I remember. We still sing that at Eastern Star.
Yeah, every church sing that on Easter. So, yeah. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. We appreciate that. And so we went to hear Brett was on the drums, and we just was saying, that the drums just a little too loud. But Rock T was excited because he was standing up the whole time. Here's a version when Brett was playing at her church.
Where they recorded it, it was just close to the microphone.
Right here, Gary. Here she go, Gary. This one, Rock T stood up. Hey, hold on. So, Brad, you got to. What was it about when Rock T stood up?
It just gave me goosebumps. I was like, yeah, my people here to support me. So when he stood up, I felt like he was really feeling it.
I was, Brad.
He was feeling it. So I just wanted to give him a little something extra, make him more excited.
And you was biting that bottom lip. You was getting it, dog.
Boy, I was sweating and everything.
Yeah, so I want y'all to call us up and let us know which one was better, the original or the one with Brett playing. Y'all hit us up at 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY. Special case,
Yeah, we got a letter, actually, real quick. We got a letter. Hold on. We got a letter right here that came in on the email from, I think this is one of the parents of one of the kids who was in the youth choir at the time. Yeah. And it said that I don't want to be problematic or a complainer, but I do have an issue with the Brat vigorous playing of the drums on Sunday. My child had been to choir rehearsal 3 Tuesdays in a row to get ready to sing that song, and her solo was completely drowned out by the vigorous drumming. And she no longer wants to be in the choir. So,
well, the child wasn't even singing the song. The lady that was singing the song is who's singing the song.
I don't know. This is a teenager. They're at that weird age where they like to complain about stuff.
And it sounded good in the church.
It did. I agree. Then it was
Gary and Maria, which one y'all like the best? The original or?
Oh no, I like Brad's version because it was letting us know that she was glad to be back, and she showed us, with the vigor.
Okay, we got another letter real quick. Hold on, we got another letter real quick. And this one said that this is from one of the older members in the church. Her son wrote in and said that his mother now has to go to counseling because the drumming was so loud. It affected her because she had a hearing aid.
Well, she should sit in the front.
Well, the mother boys sit right down that first row. And
so she got post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah, she got post-traumatic stress syndrome.
Oh, my. So they got to take her in the house during the 4th of July. No, Brad, we just wanted to play that clip and let you know that we appreciate you and glad to have you back on the drums and everything, going back to your roots, to where you started with your granny in church. And so next time you come, you gonna invite us?
Yeah, but I need y'all to stop talking about me like I ain't do good or something.
You did great. You did great.
I didn't lose one beat. I stayed on point.
I enjoyed
beat
it.
and everything.
Yeah. All right, we got your phone calls coming up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The phone lines are wide open. Brad back on the drums at church. Good morning.
It was Brad. She did her thing. I love you, Brad. Don't listen to them haters.
Brad was way better. Tell Brad I said thank you for making my childhood great. Either I grew up listening to her music. Thank you.
I'll have to go with the original. I'm so sorry, Brad, but you overdid that one.
I like to deal with the Brad. I'm going with the Brad, even though she sounded like she was at an HBCU halftime show. I gotta go with the Brad.
Brad did that. She hit them drums. I think she did a good job. I definitely did. I enjoyed Brad's version.
The original for sure.
Brad.
I would say the original because the drums took over. You couldn't even hear it.
That is.
It's funny y'all keep playing that part.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea and the canoe of the day. Gary.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Mike Tyson is speaking out, y'all. Now, we all know that he's accomplished just about everything, y'all, a boxer could in the sport. Now, they're saying that his next opponent, though, Jake Paul, has only just 10 professional bouts. But, honey, they're saying that Mike Tyson, he spoke about it in the conversation. He said that, that while, becoming a world champion, he certainly has a long way to go. And it's particularly this Jake Paul. But he said something that a lot of people are shocked about. Here's what Mike had to say.
Whatever I'm afraid to do, I do it. Like right now, I'm scared to death. But as the fight gets closer, the less nervous I become because it's reality. And in reality, I'm invincible.
He admitted that he's afraid to fight.
Absolutely.
Boy,
you got to face your fears, Gary. You got to have the courage to face your fears. And when you do that, most of the time, you're going to have some positive results.
Really? But, as long as Mike Tyson been fighting all the people he done knocked out and bit ears off and stuff, you still afraid?
I don't think he's scared about his ability to beat him, but I think it's just his nervousness of being back in the ring again.
And he's 57.
He's strong.
Yeah. So, Ricky, you've been telling jokes for about 30, 40 years. Are you afraid to go on when you do a concert or whatever?
Oh, yeah. I'm always nervous. Me, I got butterflies in my stomach. I get sick. I get real sick sometime before I go on stage. It just depends on where you performing, and it's a lot of pressure because you got to deliver because people pay their money. So you don't want to get booed, and people got these phones and stuff, and you end up on getting dragged on social media. So you got to do a good job. So, yeah, it definitely raises your anxiety for sure.
Really?
And as a comedian, you ain't got nobody, it ain't nothing up there but you.
Yeah, we don't have the
pips. You ain't got no dancers, you ain't got no musicians.
Maze ain't behind us, the Pips ain't back there. We ain't got no hype man, no DJ. It's just your ass.
Going bad. Ain't nothing to hide about.
People analyze your outfit.
Yeah, that curtain back there ain't helping you out with nothing. Ain't saying that the curtain's scared.
Oh, my, well.
What y'all be saying when y'all be bombing? What happened?
Why?
Give it up for the
ladies.
ladies.
Crazy out here.
Give it up for God. Give it up for God.
So, well, we hope and pray that everything
He's
goes
a
well.
hard fix on a mind regulator. Give it up for Jesus.
Well, moving on, honey, in other celebrity news, y'all, people are still talking about the iHeart Radio Awards the other day, and Beyonce, honey, is kind of saying some things, and a lot of people saying, wait a minute, now, Miss Carter knows, girl, pump the brakes. Now, she called out, y'all, all the record label. She said every radio station, every award show, she called them all out, y'all, after facing that backlash from her new country album, Cowboy Carter. Now, they're saying that Miss Carter foray into country music had been met, y'all, with some resistance from some country music fans and country music radio stations who ignored fans' request y'all to play our songs on the air, which we had talked about it before. Now, if y'all remember the show The Dukes of Hazzard, the actor John Snyder, he was accused, honey, of racism when he compared the Crazy in Love singer Ambitions to steps into the new genre to a dog marking its territory. Honey, during the interview now, they like people saying, wait a minute now, but they're saying black artists joining the country music scene has long been a controversial, issue despite rhythm and blues created, y'all, by black musicians having inspired this genre and what have you and stuff. But they said recently, Beyonce hit back at the criticism by telling the audience at the iHeartRadio Music Awards that the music industry needs to become more open to the joy and liberation that comes from enjoying art with no preconceived notion. Now, the singer-songwriter also, last month, she was the first black, woman to reach #1 on the Billboard Hot Country chart with her catchy track, Texas Hold'em and what have you. So everybody's saying, Beyonce, she did well and all that stuff, but, she's still a little hurt by it and stuff. But some people still saying too now when she received the award from Stevie Wonder, she thanked, she told Stevie Wonder, and whenever she gets in a situation, honey, his music is the music that she listens to. And some people kind of thought that was a little bit offensive to her husband because she didn't say she listened to Jay-Z. She listened to Stevie Wonder, so So I don't know.
You know what's interesting? You got all these culture vultures coming and stealing and emulating black music. You know what I'm saying? You have all these white artists doing hip hop, all these white artists doing soul music. And then Beyonce wants to be an artist who happens to be black to do country music. And now, it's like all of this, stay over there. I'm glad she did it. And I hope it opens the door for more black artists in country music.
Yeah.
What you think, Rick? I know you were saying something.
No, I totally agree with that. I totally agree. Yeah, but you can't expect Beyonce to be walking around the house listening to Jay-Z. And that's her husband, and they in the house together, and he's singing, I got 99 problems in them. And what?
Yeah, but you got to support your husband.
But you ain't got to listen to his music at home.
So we're going to see how this all turns out. But they just need to let Beyonce continue, being country Beyonce. Because I think she's doing it just to get this one album out and then get that award that she's been trying to get for all these years. And then she's going to go back to singing what she always
You
does.
think so?
Uh-huh.
I think it's because of her Texas roots. She probably really likes country music.
Yeah, but she was born in Texas. She just started off doing her country music and she liked Texas roots.
We'll see.
Yeah. All right, the color of the day, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color of the day, y'all, is Mendocino. On the high end, you say Mendocino, and on the low end, you say beautiful ash. That's your color for the day.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the T. Hey, Bernie Jenkins got your church announcement. Y'all give a big round of applause for the one and only Miss Janie. Miss Janie, good morning. Hey. Good morning, Miss Bernice.
Good morning. Good morning. I got your church announcement. Janie!
Yes, ma'am.
Glad to be here, Brad, Mary.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good to see everybody. Here's our church announcement this morning because we got to go because we're going to Disney this week. Govern yourself.
Accordingly.
Govern yourselves.
Accordingly.
You got to say it with enthusiasm this morning. Now, we want all female members that's light-skinned with big faces and far-back hairline to please sign up for the Stephen A. Smith Lookalike Contest that's going to be on the 4th Sunday. Please. We got two that sit over there on the left side. We're not calling no names, but please sign up. And we need to pray hard for a speedy recovery for Deacon Herman Benson. Janie, you know him?
Yeah.
He's 98, and his mind be going bad. And yesterday he was taking a walk in the woods behind his house and caught 2 raccoons. And he thought they was kitty cats. And they got him in there and tore him up pretty bad when he tried to put some cat sweaters on him. They tore him up. He thought they was kidding. Like, them ain't no cats. He need to get his glasses. Now the funeral arrangements are underway for Brother Benny Bates. You know him?
Yeah.
Now he got called home on yesterday.
Oh.
He was 83, and he had been battling against a bad liver, bad kidney,
Lord,
a bad heart, bad circulation, and bad grandkids. But that ain't what killed him. what took him out was he had got a hold of a bird scooter downtown. You know them scooters that they have out there, Jane, downtown? And he took off on it and didn't know how to stop.
My God.
And he went on. And he went on to the interstate and got hit by an 18-wheeler.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I thought a lot of people saw him, but that was the last they seen him. He got hit by a Frito-Lay truck, so that's going to definitely be a closed casket. And that concludes our church announcement, Janie. All right, Janie, I'll call you later.
All right.
All right.
Black Tony! Man, I'm hyped, man. Man, don't bring my spirits down.
I ain't trying to bring your spirit down. I'm sleepy, though. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't been.
Hey, what you tell us yesterday?
It don't matter what I told you. You always living in the past. I keep telling you about that. Stop living in the past.
I talked to you yesterday.
I know, Shawty, but that was yesterday. Yesterday gone, and tomorrow is yesterday. Well, you never heard them in the Bible say yesterday is history, and tomorrow is a mystery. All we got is the present. So just
wait a minute. Say what? Yes, let's go through that. Yesterday.
Yes.
Hey, John, you with me?
Yesterday is history.
I listen.
Yeah, yesterday is history.
Tomorrow
is a mystery.
Is a mystery. All we have is the present.
Okay. What they got to do with you? What they got to do with you not coming to work though?
Shawty, that mean I ain't had no sleep, Shawty. Jalen, I was trying to call you all night. Why you answer your phone, Shawty? I tried to call you.
I don't pick.
You help me get up.
Nah. I got you blocked. Every time you call my phone is a scam.
Yo, nah, this ain't no scam. Hey, Shawty, I came up on I got some stuff on the trap. I need to get up off of. Shawty. I need you to help me out, Shawty. Cause you know a lot of folks.
Must be out your mind.
You know a lot of folks. Nah,
what
Shawty,
you got?
What? Some antifreeze, cool it.
What?
Some cooling antifreeze, extended life, 50-50, no mix.
Wait a minute, some antifreeze.
Yeah. They hit
How many? How many?
700 gallons.
700 gallons of antifreeze. Do people still? Where you get all that antifreeze from?
Don't you got an old Cadillac? You might need some.
Yeah, I got a 96 sedan DeVille. I do.
I'm selling
a black on black 96 sedan DeVille Cadillac.
I need a $2 a gallon. I'm getting it to you. You can have all of them. You can put them in your garage.
So what kind of car? So go ahead and announce to the audience where you can go ahead and get your paper.
Yeah, hit me up on Black Tony. Just send me $2 to BT Comedy on Cash App, and I send you antifreeze coolant. It's
what kind? What brand?
Shop Pro. It's the AutoZone brand. It ain't pressed on or nothing like that. It's the AutoZone brand, but it's good though. You ain't got to mix it. You just pour it in though.
Straight in.
Keep car from overheating. And I got some hot dogs too. They brought me some hot dogs too.
Where you get the hot dog? What kind of hot dog?
They came from Family Dollar. It's like 300 packs of 8. 300 packs of 8. It's $8 hot dogs a piece. The beef, all beef franks.
What y'all hit a truck last night? They had antifreeze and hot dogs.
Yeah, I don't ask no questions, Sheldon. But if you're going to the cookout, you don't want your car to overheat and you don't want to run out of meat.
I just can't stop thinking about waffles.
Well, you had waffles for dinner and you had waffles for breakfast. So we're going to eat something else.
Oh, I can't stop. Why can't I just stop dreaming about waffles?
I don't know.
I feel you.
What did he say he wanted?
I can't stop dreaming about waffles. I just want another waffle.
He sound like 7 Beyonce.
I feel him on that. The waffles be good, man.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea and the color of the day. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Everybody knows by now that Beyonce is working with Dolly Parton, recreated Dolly Parton song Jolene. Well, now Dolly Parton is being put back into the spotlight, and she is speaking out, saying some wonderful things that I know a lot of women would love this. Now, they're saying that for years, Dolly Parton and her wonderful husband, Carl Dean, that he dealt with rumors of her infidelity. Well, now they're saying that on her alleged affairs with co-stars, and even she discussed her flirtatious relationship with other celebrities. Now, they said this. Now, Dolly said it never bothered her husband, Dean. She said that he seldom got jealous to the point where he was happy, y'all, to wave her off on romantic trips, y'all, with other men, honey. Now, while she was working on her album Trio with Emmylou Harris and Linda Ronstadt, Dolly became good friends with a man named Bob Hunker. Now, they're saying that the pair clicked right away. She said, we just took to each other. And she wrote that in her book, Dolly, My Life and Other Unfinished Business. She said, we had the same views on God, religion, and life. Odd as it may seem, she said, we were soulmates, not lovers, just warm, wonderful friends. Now, she said some of the most rewarding spiritual journeys she have ever been on were taken with Bob, honey, not her husband. She said when Mr. Hunker got engaged, he and, Dolly decided to take one last trip together. Now, Dolly bought them tickets to go to Europe for 2 weeks. She said her husband was so happy to see her go, as he didn't even enjoy going on vacations like that. She said Carl and Bob's fiance were waving goodbye as she and Bob, honey, took off on an incredibly romantic adventure. Now, she said Carl would never do anything like that with her. She said he's not into candlelit dinners and fine wine. She said he's not about to eat anything he can't see, and he doesn't drink at all. She said he wouldn't deprive her of it. She said he also rather that she would be with a man because he feels like, honey, I'm more protected from a safety standpoint than I would be with another woman. She said whatever baggage Bob and I took with us, guilt was not a part of it, y'all. And they said that her husband was very secure. Isn't that nice? If more men could be that way.
I'm like that, Gary.
Really? So you let your wife go with other men?
Yeah, she went to a little paint and sip thing last night, but it was long, though. She didn't get back till like 3 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. She left at like 7 o'clock. She got back at like 3 in the morning.
Really?
And she was painting and sipping.
Yeah, that was she said. They paint and they drink wine.
Oh, wow.
Really? That wasn't what you heard, Ricky, because I hear you laughing a lot.
What time did you get in this morning, Ricky?
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's where it must be the culprit then.
I was like, dog.
Hey, Kay, what time your wife got back?
3 o'clock this morning. I said, dog, that's a lot of painting and sipping.
Yes, honey. Well, honey, I mean,
she came home and got right in the shower. I'm like, Dad.
Man, I wasn't ready for that. Man, I thought you were gonna. Oh my God, man, you got my head hurt.
Yeah, but I think more men should be more secure like that. I mean, Dolly is a great woman, and she's a very wealthy woman. And, her husband, I think he was a businessman or whatever. He didn't get jealous. More men would get jealous.
That's a lot, though. I could
think?
see, maybe having lunch with an old high school friend, but going to Europe for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
nah.
Ricky, would you let your wife go?
Is she one of them chicks that talk a lot and just don't help just talk your brain out? Yes. Damn it, I'm going to give a damn if it's Keith Sweat. I don't go.
Talk to somebody else for 3 hours.
God, all them damn details on it.
Well, she did. That's
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with nobody talking, but man, sometimes be like, damn.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and that's a good thing, though, too. I mean, maybe she's telling us that, too, so maybe Beyonce could get some of that knowledge, and maybe she and Jay-Z could kind of, intertwine their relationship like that.
Or maybe they're already doing that, and we just don't know.
Well, that's true, too. You never know, honey. So, I mean, I think it's a good thing, and I think more couples need to be that way. And,
Hey, Kay.
Yeah.
Kay, when your wife got back at 3 o'clock in the morning, was her hair mashed down in the back?
She already had a bonnet on. I guess she put it on in the car.
You think?
Yeah. She just got in the shower. She didn't even say nothing. I said, hey. Got in the shower. She was real tired, though. I didn't know you be doing a lot with that painting and stuff. She said she was real tired.
I heard it's a lot of cardio.
Yeah, she was real tired.
Well, anyway, congratulations to honey, to Shari, honey, and her tiredness, honey. She needs to be tired every now and then.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on, honey. In other celebrity news, y'all. Don't kill me. She sure damn is gonna kill you, honey. Yes, Martha, you didn't honey let all the tea out, honey. You done told
And
it
I'm
all.
slobbed on my shirt, man. You got me in here
Mm-mm.
crying. Maybe because she put the bonnet on in the car before she got back to the house.
Yeah.
Man, shut up.
Moving on, y'all. Last year, baby, Tyrese Gibson, he filed a multi-million-dollar discrimination lawsuit against Home Depot after they refused to allow his workers to make a purchase on his credit card without his ID. Well, now Tyrese is calling out Home Depot, y'all, for branding him a liar. He said, Home Depot says surveillance footage shows Tyrese Gibson is lying. Home Depot says Tyrese Gibson is lying about racism in his $1 million lawsuit against him. And they say there's video evidence backing them up. Home Depot just responded, and here's what they had to say, honey. They had a lot to say too, child. But they said with all this madness going on, whatever, honey, you know, Tyrese, whatever, we just got to pray for you, child. But nevertheless, I think you can't let people use your they can't let people use your credit card without an ID. I don't think, you know. So, but Tyrese suing him and he's going back at him, y'all. We didn't talk about that.
Yeah, because what if somebody actually stole his credit card and was trying to use it?
Exactly. Then it would have been a lawsuit against them from letting them use the credit card or whatever, y'all. But anyway, we're gonna keep all parties lifted up in prayer. And then my final story, y'all. Sean Diddy's, baby's mother, Justin Combs' mother, honey. She's speaking out. Her name is Misa Hilton. I love Misa. Now, she shared that video coverage. Have y'all seen that video, honey? From the raid, baby? Oh, my God. They did the raid, and she wants justice, honey, for her doggone son, because they was attacking that house, honey, like they was in the military or something. Like
guns pointed in their heads and everything.
And Miss Misa is upset about that, honey. So we're going to follow that story and see how that turned out. But, that's how they usually do, though, to Africans in America, honey. And he had 2 beautiful mansions that they raided upon. So hopefully and prayerfully everything goes well. And this turned out to be, goes in her favor, because I'm sure her kids were very much so traumatized, because I know they've never seen guns or nothing, especially, Adam or anything. So we're just going to pray on her.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Yes.
Especially coming when your wife got in the bed. Did you say anything to you?
No, I reached over and she just kind of rolled over, all the way over to her side. Like, for some reason, she didn't want me to. I don't know, man. I don't want to get too personal. We're not still on the air, are we?
Yeah, we still on the air. The color today, honey, is Mendocina. On the high end, you say Mendocina, and on the low end, you say beautiful ash. That's your color for today. You could proceed now about what happened with your wife.
thought we had went to commercial. My bad.
How much they paying you the thought?
Health, happiness, and hope. It's Wellness Wednesday on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, it's Wellness Wednesday, and we are dedicated to working on our physical and mental health all year. Joining us this morning is the one and only Dr. M.J. Collier. Dr. Collier, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley, Rock T, Special K, Gary with the T, Maria Moore, and the Brett. So, Rickey, thank you once again for the opportunity to bring healthcare information to the listeners of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. And, Rickey, I heard you address allergies last week on the morning show, so I decided to discuss it today since it's affecting so many people, and people want to know why they are suffering so much. So, Rickey, spring is here, and the pollen is affecting 2 out of 4 people in the United States who have allergies. As you know, climate change is affecting the temperature and plant growth. The allergy season started 3 weeks earlier than usual, and the early onset is having a significant health consequences for people. The early onset allergy season is associated with the high prevalence of allergic rhinitis, and people are sicker, and some even requiring hospitalization just from uncontrolled allergies and asthma. So scientists have noted that the pollen counts are up over 20% nationwide, and Texas is having the greatest increases. So you're right there in the midst of the debacle. So warmer temperatures are increasing the carbon dioxide levels in the atmosphere, and this results in growing larger plants. They produce more pollen, and they produce pollen over longer periods. So, Rickey, when I first started practicing, the allergy season was only 6 to 8 weeks long. The order was tree pollens in the spring, then grass pollens in the summer, and finally ragweed in the late summer, fall. Now, the allergy season is one long season. So symptoms include nasal congestion and runny nose, so people may assume they have a cold. But if you also have itchy eyes, itchy nose, itchy ears, and a lot of people complain about itchy ears and a scratchy throat where you're having to do that to scratch your throat, then you're having a histamine reaction triggered by pollen or other allergens.
So patients often complain also of excess mucus, postnasal drip with cough, wheezing, and shortness of breath.
All of it.
What if you never had allergy symptoms before? You say, this never happened to me. This is especially common, particularly if you move to a different area or if you have a family history of asthma, eczema, or other allergies. So how do you control the symptoms, Ricky? And this is what I heard you talking about. The first step, of course, is to reduce exposure. Keep the windows of your home or car closed. Keep pollen out of your home. If you go outside, remove your clothes before entering your bedroom. If you can, shower immediately, if possible, to rinse pollen off or at least wash your face. Use a saline nasal douche to flush pollen out of your nose and nasal passages, and use non-sedating antihistamines such as Allegra, Claritin, Xyzal, or Zyrtec. Use nasal sprays like Flonase, Nasacort, or Nasonex, and eye drops such as Pantidate. All of these are over-the-counter now. And if you have itchy eyes, that Pantidate, one drop gives you instant relief. So very important. But if you have a history of allergies, you need to start taking these medications now and keep taking them throughout the allergy season. Because once you are sensitized and you have uncontrolled symptoms, it's much more difficult to get and keep the symptoms controlled. So we want to make sure that if you know that allergies bother you, start taking those medications. Take them every day. Don't just take them when you are having an exacerbation of your symptoms. And then that will help you control your allergies. I know that I've been suffering. I know that Brad has been suffering. And I know you've been suffering too. So this is a big problem.
I used that nasal spray that you prescribed for me about 5 years ago. I had some left. Do I need?
Oh, you can't use that. It's expired.
It helped.
We might need to get a new. You probably be keeping it in the dashboard of your '98 Cadillac too.
Right. Hey, I tell you what, I haven't sneezed since I used it, man. I feel a lot better. I just hit that like boom, boom. And
let me tell you, Ricky. Go ahead.
No. What were you about to say?
I was going to say nasal sprays are one of the most effective methodologies, and I wasn't a big proponent of nasal sprays until I used them, and I saw how effective they were at relieving the symptoms. So a lot of people, say, well, I don't want to use a spray in my nose. Believe me, that will relieve your symptoms more than the pills, but oftentimes you have to use the pills and the nasal spray to keep it under control.
That nasal spray, like Brad, you hit that nasal spray in each nostril.
Yeah.
The sneezing, the watery eyes, like all of it, everything left. Let's go to the phones. You're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
I'm Al, calling from Florida. My question is, how do you get rid of sinus infection, or what causes it? I know we have a lot of pollen here in the area, and I've taken a lot of medication. I've taken Mucinex and other things that it's constantly reoccurring.
Okay, Paul, thank you so much for calling from Florida. Big pollen counts in Florida as well. So you need to definitely wash those sinuses out with a saline nasal rinse to get that pollen out of your nasal passages. And then use the nasal spray as well as the non-sedating antihistamine. The Mucinex just makes the mucus thin and watery so that you can blow it out. It doesn't really address the symptom. So the symptom is a histamine reaction. So you treat a histamine reaction with antihistamine. So that would be the primary way of doing it, and avoiding exposure. If you know that you're going to go outside, you need to wear a mask and goggle-style glasses that wrap around your eyes to keep that pollen out of your eyes. But if the nasal discharge is green or bronze in color, then you have an infection, and you're going to need antibiotics as well. And sinus infections usually require up to 2 weeks of antibiotics, whereas the usual infections require 7 to 10 days. And most people are very, they'll take it as soon as it starts to get better, they stop taking the antibiotic. So it's very important that you complete a full course for at least 2 weeks if that is indeed the case.
If she got some bronze stuff coming out, she need to lose my phone number. Let's go to the call. You on with Dr. Collier?
Hi, my name is Sheila. I'm calling from Fort Pierce, Florida. And my question is, what can I do about shoulder tendons? How can I release the pain in my shoulders?
Okay, range of motion exercises, Tai Chi or yoga will help relax those shoulder muscles. But usually when a person has shoulder problems, it's because of ergonomics. Either you're bending over looking at a computer screen in an awkward manner, or you keeping your head down looking at your cell phone. So you need to be very conscientious. The first person that gets a cell phone that you can keep your head up and look at, some kind of heads-up display, is going to make a fortune, because this whole generation are all going to have humpbacks and bad necks because they're constantly keeping their heads down 24/7. Their heads are down. Ricky, you ever been to a restaurant and just looked around the room and saw how many people were not paying attention to each other? Everybody's face is down in their cell phone.
Dr.
So
Collins.
it's just yes, sir.
I had Easter dinner Sunday. I have a cell phone box at the front, or like a little table at the front door. Do not come to my dinner table with them damn cell phones. Cell phones ringing, people texting, talking on the phone. I let them take pictures after, but for the intimacy of Sunday dinner, that cell phone right there next to that plate, and we just don't do it or don't come.
That's a great culture to instill in these people, because the adults are worse than the children.
They are terrible.
Yeah.
Then they be FaceTiming folks in your house. I can't. That's like inviting. You might as well brought them with you.
May as well brought them with you.
I don't think you should. Brad, we talk about that all the time. I know we're doing medical stuff, but the ADHD kick in. FaceTiming somebody else in somebody's house without their permission, that's a whole topic we need to talk about on the air, because I just don't think it's appropriate. What do you think?
Not.
You should not FaceTime nobody in someone else's house without their permission.
Absolutely not.
Period. Even with you shouldn't get permission to do it. Sometimes when I walk into patients' exam rooms, they are on the phone FaceTime, and I have to tell people, that's you can't do that. You got to cut your phone off. And I had the person last week. They had the phone on discreetly, trying not to let me see it, but I saw it because I make everybody, stand up and all those kinds of things. I said, your phone is on, cut the phone off. So that was a surprise. But then I'll try to maintain ultimate medical privacy, and then I'll see somebody posting everything we just did 2 minutes after they leave my office. So that's something.
They be doing.
So, Rick,
go ahead.
These are the opinions of Dr. M.J. Collier, not those of Rickey Smiley, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show cast, or its production crew. And Ricky, I can be reached on all social media at AskDrMJ. Go to my YouTube channel for videos on health topics. Go to my website, lipodrops.com, where you find informational supplements that will keep you healthy and help control your allergy symptoms. And lastly, go ahead.
No, Dr. Carl, I'm about to say, let's come up with an idea. Let's have a guest on that can navigate a conversation about cell phone etiquette and decorum. That would be
that would be wonderful. That would be a great topic.
A lot of people, they don't know. Like my mama say, you do better when you know better. All right, Dr. Carl, it's great having you. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus.
Well, when I tell you I be waiting on some Fix It Jesus, we got the one and only comedian extraordinaire Rita Brent in the building.
Good morning.
And I have to say, Jackson State University's own member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Let's go.
Yes, sir. All right. I'm Rita Brand with the audition of Fix It Jesus. Okay, so Ricky, Brett, most of us grew up reading the Bible, right?
Yeah.
What does Genesis 1:1 say? Come on, let's say it together. In the beginning, God created the heavens
and the
earth. Okay, all right. Now, I don't know what the requirements are to be a minister in 2024, but I'm pretty sure you got to be able to get through them first 3 words in the Bible. Let's take a listen.
In the beginning. Yeah.
Listen properly.
In the beginning. Yeah. In the beginning. In the beginning. In the beginning.
Yeah. That man in the background said that's improper.
Listen properly. I don't know if he need the Dr. Seuss or the Schoolhouse Rock version of the Bible, but I was toiling over this all night long, Ricky. And Jesus himself came to me in a dream. He had a bonnet on, and he said, "Thou shalt not judge." And the only way to fix this is to embrace it. So that's exactly what I did here today.
Wait a minute.
In the beginning. In the beginning. Yeah. In the beginning. Yeah. It is the beginning. In the beninging.
In the oh, ring ding ding dong. Somebody get the note. Oh, I wanna go to Beijing. I wanna go to Beijing. Gang, 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 gang. In the Beijing, ding, ding, Beijing, Beijing. Yes, the big, gang, gang, gang. Where have you been?
Yeah.
Hey, Brett.
That's crazy.
Brett, get him. Brett, get off the show, Brett.
Yeah, you got to go.
Rita, what make you?
Hit it, Brett. Hit it. He said, I want to go to Beijing.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wait a minute, we got to play that again. We got. We rocking with that all week right there. Rita, comedian extraordinary, Rita Brent, let everybody know how they can find this clip.
All right, follow me at Rita Brent Comedy on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and I'm going to feature this man, and we're going to do a split screen, and we're going to sing the In the Beninging this morning. All right, y'all look out for that.
Oh, my God, man. I love you, Rita.
Love you too, Rick.
All right, y'all.
All right, now.
Can I get a drum roll, please? All right, y'all. Hey, the Rickey Smiley Birthday Beach Blowout is going to be August the 9th through the 11th in Hollywood, Florida, man. Listen. Hey, if you listening up on Hot 105, if you're in the Fort Lauderdale, Miami area, if you're anywhere else in the United States, you can fly right on in the Fort Lauderdale Airport, Miami Airport. Hey, we're going to be at the Diplomat Beach Resort. That's a 4-diamond rated by AAA. The Diplomat Beach Resort, one of the nicest hotels in South Florida. You do not want to miss this, man. Relaxation, celebration, inspiration, live music, pool parties, barbecue, Greek festivities, and much more. Make sure you go right now. Book your space right now. Go to RickySmileyBBB.com. That's RickySmileyBBB.com. Man, this hotel is a very classy, swanky, brand new remodeled rooms. I've been going to this property for years, man. That's right, y'all. It's at the Diplomat Beach Resort, 4-diamond rated by AAA. I am so excited about this, man. So make sure, before the rooms sell out, go to RickySmileyBBB.com. That's RickySmileyBBB.com. You don't need a passport. Fly on into Miami International Airport, Fort Lauderdale Airport. Come on, we're going to have a great time. Hey, if you're in the Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach, Orlando, Jacksonville, Gainesville, Homestead, you can drive over. Everybody over there in Tampa, St. Pete, Bradenton, Florida. Y'all know what it is. Jump in your car and drive on over, man. That's going to be August the 9th through the 11th. Live music, pool parties, barbecue, Greek festivities, and much more. And man, when we start adding all the artists that's going to be performing, you're going to be like, man, I should have did it. Y'all need to go ahead right now. Go to RickySmileyBBB.com. That's RickySmileyBBB.com. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is about that time for the front page. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's what's happening in news. A suspect who allegedly opened fire during an Easter brunch in Tennessee was arrested in neighboring Kentucky, according to police. Anton Rucker, who is 46 years old, is a suspect in the shooting that killed 33-year-old Alan Beecham and injured 5 others non-critically in Nashville on Sunday afternoon. Elsewhere, 3 Philadelphia area men, each of whom spent decades in prison, had their convictions vacated in court last Thursday due to recent evidence that their DNA had been absent from the scene of the murder of an elderly woman more than 25 years ago. Sam Grasty, Derek Chappelle, and Morton Johnson have consistently claimed their innocence in the 1997 murder of Henrietta Nickens. Chappelle was 15 years old when he was arrested. Johnson was only 18, and Grasty was 21 years old, according to their lawyers. All men are now in their 40s. In other news, President Joe Biden's reelection campaign is celebrating a court ruling that will add on abortion rights measure to the November ballot in Florida. Now, exit polling previously found that the issue of abortion access was a driving factor for some voters in key battleground states like Michigan in 2022. And the inclusion of the ballot initiative in Florida in November is seen by some Democrats and abortion rights advocates as helping and driving voter turnout. Lastly, don't forget more than $1 billion. The fourth largest Powerball jackpot is up for grabs Wednesday. That's tonight after Monday's Powerball drawing yielded no grand prize winners, $1.09 billion and over $500 million if you choose that cash payout. So go ahead and get that ticket. I'm Maria Moore, and that's what's happening in news. For updates and more headlines, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Right now, Brat has a hot spot.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. So hot
and that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's about that time. Time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Cowboy Carter, B's stride into country music, dropped on Friday and has received constant replays on streaming services worldwide. But in the middle of all of her success, Queen Bee made sure to acknowledge the black female country artists who helped pave the way. K. Michelle and Mickey Guyton each received a glorious flower arrangement and a personalized note from Beyonce. Her message to Guyton read, "Thank you for opening doors for me, Queen. Keep shining, love and respect, Beyonce." Singer and former reality TV star K. Michelle also hit Instagram to share pics of her flowers and card from Beyonce, who wrote, "You're killing it. I love what you've been doing, and I know it's not easy to enter a new space. Sending you positivity and respect. I hope to meet you one day. Love, Beyonce." Oh, that was so sweet.
Really nice. Yeah.
Man, that was really, really nice. All right, y'all, moving on. Diddy is among hip-hop's most influential figures, though his reputation and popularity have plunged immensely over the past few months following a string of sexual assault and harassment lawsuits filed against him. Billboard published a detailed report on Diddy's declining radio spins after his ex-girlfriend Cassie accused him of rape and abuse last year. As more and more people have since come forward with similar claims, his catalog's airplay has steadily declined. The two tracking weeks prior to the first lawsuit on November 16, 2023, revealed that his collection of music generated 11,000 plays on air, which Luminate puts at 23.3 million audience impressions. Well, the tally from March 2024 shows that his songs only received 1,000 plays.
Whoa!
With 4 million impressions, marking an 88% drop in radio spins and 83% crash in audience reach since mid-November. From November 24th to December 7th, soon after Diddy was sued again for sexual assault, his broadcast plummeted by 41%. Wow.
What does all that mean?
People ain't listening no more. They not paying attention. They not supporting. They not playing it. You know.
You know, people turn off on you as soon as they hear one thing bad. Everybody just jumps ship, honey, and that's how.
But I think the Cassie thing was over the top. I mean, a lot of the details that came out about what happened with him and Cassie, I think that's more than just one thing. I think the details of it was so disturbing that it took on kind of an R. Kelly kind of.
Right, and then when you hear the music, you hear any sexual reference, you're like, you know, now that I know what's out and what Cassie has said, you know, you kind of feel so. I felt weird listening to R. Kelly when all of that stuff was at its height. It just felt a little weird.
Yeah, but that's why they say people like you as far as they can see you. Once you go around that corner, they can't see you no more. And that's how much they like you. That's why I don't subscribe to celebrity.
He kind of earned that, though.
What?
If everything that Cassie alleged has merit to it, then he kind of earned his spot in this purgatory that he's in right now.
Oh, Lord, we're going to keep them all lifted in prayer like Gary with the T would say. Lord. Yes, Lord. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, y'all, we got the White Stone with the Praise Mixdown on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.